Hey guys, welcome back to Puff It Louda, and welcome back to Hustle Cat. So Avery just got a job from Graves, and we're about to leave the cafe and then go to sleep. Maybe let's just go. I already read this. Well, whatever, not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks uncomfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony, but perks up when he sees me. So? I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure that they're all ready for a meeting when you get in. How many people work here? Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Finley, Mason, Reese, or Reese, I don't know. Reese, I think. That's it. It shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you all tomorrow then. Great. See you. Bye, Landry. Wahoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. Time to run around. Oh, okay. Date night? There's a little opening cutscene? I don't know. Hustle Cat. Oh, this music is interesting. This is an interesting song choice. Oh, look at how cute we are. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people. There's Landry, there's Graves and Hayes, and then 3 other people we haven't met. Just zooms in on cats everywhere. Look at him. Oh my god, so cute. This is Finley. We have Landry. This is Reese. We got Mason. Ooh, that's a yummy looking cake. Hayes. This is the most extra person. It's a cat. This is so cute. And pretty cool, like, transitions, because it's like, okay, hey, that's us. Yum yum, strawberries and cherries. Graves still looks evil to me. He looks so evil. Why is everything rusting? The light just went off. That's kind of scary. I got lost and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around. A sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testedly against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there, after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand towards the cat, beckoning to it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on cats. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away, still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. Yikes. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. Pizza Lloyd's? That sounds disgusting. Whatever. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store too. I figure we could both deserve a celebration. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication that he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asks how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to his food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half of the can into his bowl, and then the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Whatever. I'm about to go do the same to this pizza. After a quick chaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, and laptop in my face. Oh, it looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do those tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? Oh no. I spent the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I could feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Just immediately asleep. Wow. It's so early. What's his problem? Wow. I bet he just wants the other half of the wet food. This is why I don't get it for him that often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? I grab my phone to check. 7:40? Oh, hell! I'm gonna be late for my first day of work! I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough that the wind resistance will do the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm just gonna have to throw on whatever looks the cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about dress code, so whatever. Mochi trails me closely, howling more and more insistently along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out to the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. At my first job, even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me, Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only about a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Running. Here it is, a cat's paw. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery. Landry peeks his head out from the door frame and waves me in. Whoa, I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, Hayes are there, but so are a few others that I've never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good. You decided to challenge the morning sun after all. Now that the star's here, we can start this show. Still as weird as yesterday, I see. Oh god, what voice. Con another sucker, boss? That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese. You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we already met, and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks in the tile. How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's a great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of time with the cats, too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand, and he's practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes in the corner of my vision. What? Is that a camera? Sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like Candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also... Graves! I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise! Graves let out a soft bark of a laugh. Ha! Alright. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you! The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond unimpressed. One is the smart-mouthed guy, Reese, and the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed that Mason is putting up with this. Wow, that's the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you to all save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats, obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here. Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're going to have something to eat before work if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese had already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. He scoots two of the tables together, and Landry pulls over another chair. Great. Just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops, almost conspiratorially. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite, too. A what? IKEA? From Blaststone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really don't have any idea what that is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I just thought it was a cool shirt. I just thought it was a cool shirt. Well, it is, but it's weird to buy things from games you haven't played. Oh, it's a game? I play some games, but I haven't heard of that one. I like a lot of retro games, so if it's new... Oh, it's a different type of game. Never mind. Well, now I'm curious. No, it's okay. You probably wouldn't like games about boys fighting. Or maybe you would. Okay. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime. If you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what that involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and a wink, and then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table while I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? What if there are some unspoken rules about this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning to the seat between him and Finley. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced at the top of each hand. Oh my god, the apron is so cute too! One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until now. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon, because I'm about to be on that egg thing like mochi on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. Or is it carafe or carafe? I don't know. Carafe. They set the cups and carafe on the table and then take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before others start to dig in. I'm a little afraid... Ooh, picture get! I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Hey, Landry reaches out an arm from behind a fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Geez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. Haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave, so I'm gonna savor this. Wow, this is amazing! Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it'd be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like that. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza, or toaster tarts, I guess, if I remember to get them. Pop-Tarts! Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. Oh no! She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Friendly and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and goes back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh, it's an important part of the new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the ribs from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and then takes the stack back into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... No, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on two legs. She stands and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon. Time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates on top. That looks heavy, but she's holding it all like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with a head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. Oh god, get me out of here. I don't want the uniform. Help Mason and Hayes in the kitchen. Is Mason really the only chef here? That must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. Mostly, I'm just grateful she gave me an out. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares for it. No, thank you. I think Mason and Hayes wanted my help, though. Fine, if Mason needs the help. But you're not off the hook for this yet. Reese. Oh, come on, Landry. Don't look at me like that. Something's definitely up. Whatever it is, I'm not going to fall for it. Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done. I quickly retreat back to the kitchen before Reese can delay me further. Run! Run! Even though I work here now, I still feel like I'm trespassing on hallowed ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. The kitchen's so cute. Look at this little cat. Ugh. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing. Almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink, carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. It looks like he's already gotten the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. She's already back to work, and it looks like there's a lot of it left to do. She dips a long spatula into the big metal bowl and heaps a glob of frosting on top of the cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works to smooth the frosting. Can I help? Any experience? With what? Baking? Don't know why I asked. She doesn't bother looking up, but it feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it. I bet she could do this in her sleep. Don't touch anything. Okay. You want me to leave? I guess I'll go then. Okay. I'll go, see if there's anything else I can do to help out. Seems like Hayes and Mason aren't really the talking type. If it weren't for the sound of the sink, it'd be dead silent back there. I guess I'm intruding. Oh well. Run away! I'm running back and forth between the rooms. I guess I should find where Landry ran off to. He's training me today, after all. I think he went upstairs. Oh, look, there's a cat. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. It's sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone's gonna trip on you if you don't move. That's not gonna be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks at its tail. This little tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? Are all the cats here this spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bobtailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat and raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I gonna have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two! The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Ah, is Hashbrowns sleeping on the stairs again? The orange cat, Hashbrowns I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head away in a wide arc, almost as if it's giving an okay whatever in response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. That cat's name is Hashbrowns? It's really cute. Such a cute name. Yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes up with some interesting ones. What are some of the names? Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shunskate, Kotik, Owl, Bramblepelt, Now, Hisa, Valentine, Marina, Ain, Junta, Jam Band, and so on. Holy crap! Which one was the bobtail? His face falls. Why does he look so nervous? Why don't you ask Reese later? Huh? Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No, he's, Graves should have told you about... Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open. And ta-da! Your first day at a cat's paw has begun. And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah, the mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later. And it's nighttime. It didn't. Rip. At all. All day. Sure, a few people came in, and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well, and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple of times to check in, and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went into the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtailed cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd take a shine to this one. They're both complete hams. Not that I mind that it was slow. It just meant that I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them in here? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around there here for them to hide. Thank you for your help today. Whoop, that is not her voice. That is Landry. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry, Finley, and I just finished wiping down the tables. Man, Mason was gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So, how do you like it? And we will answer her question next time. So, we're gonna save. Next episode, we will talk to Finley and Landry about how we feel about the whole work situation.